Rival / pundits disrespected Trent. LFC fans defended him. He joined our rivals 2 recent finals and ran down his contract. Don't tell us how to feel.
Oh, should we chat about
Big up to you.
Should we chat about
We'll get onto that, of course.
Yeah.
No, I want to chat about it now.
Yeah, we need to chat about
because
that.
you said on this said show,
And I don't regret it.
right? And I asked you.
regret it.
Remember, I asked him the question, people. I asked him the question.
This was about 8 months ago. I had
And
a
he-
skin fade. I know, it was a long time
There
ago.
ain't no skin fade.
Yeah, there
You
was.
said
I
he
got
ain't
skin fades for time.
going nowhere. We've given
I
you the
believed
intel.
And you said you had sources.
Remember?
I know people, he said.
Yeah.
I know
people.
Daddy's
Yeah.
ketchup,
Sources.
Heinz.
So basically, you're just full of shit.
No, because I'm not full of shit. I don't regret that because I believed that he would stay. Because I
No, you
believed-
said you
had
know that he
sources.
would.
Well,
I know
listen.
he's staying.
We talk about that.
Oh, so
Because I can't.
It was.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll help you.
Oh,
But
I'd love
but
to
I
know the
believed
sources,
that he would stay. Of course.
What about Salah
wanted
and
to
Thing now
believe.
then?
No, there's you can quote me.
Oh,
Again.
no.
I'll
You've
go-
lost
I'll go
credibility.
again. I'll go
Wait,
again.
no.
Them two are staying.
Definitely.
Alright, but Trent's gone.
Them two are
we can
definitely.
speak about that.
Them two are definitely staying. Yeah?
100%.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Sources say.
definitely.
Can I ask you a question?
They'll clip that.
Is this sources or is this what you
Your
believe?
heart.
Bit of both.
Oh, hun.
Bit of
Oh,
both.
honey.
If they
You
go,
got to mix it up a little bit. You can't go all... And that's what I went with last time. I went with El Corazón. My heart. I believed that the Scouts had wanted to win it all and take over United, but no, he didn't. And that's fine.
has
We
won it
move on.
all.
No,
He's won
but
it
take
all.
over United.
Okay, but he has won it
Trophy
all.
Hall in
Let
the
him
Premier
go.
League.
Are you alright with him going?
Does he see me?
Of course he ain't. He's bitter as hell, mate.
They're all honestly.
Bitter
Are
as
you
hell.
like no,
Listen,
like?
Let me just say this, right? Liverpool fans do not care what non-Liverpool fans have to say on this situation. None of you can relate.
You're on a show
He's our
where
boy.
there's a lot of fans,
We are-
different
we are
fans
let
watching
down
it.
that he wants
We're
to
asking you the
leave,
question.
But at the same time, like Kenny Dalglish said, we only want players that want to play for us. And if you don't want to play for us anymore,
Is that
you go.
what's going on? So that's what I'm saying. So that's what's going on over there then.
what do you mean?
Yeah, fine, mate. If you don't want to be here, piss off, mate. Don't rate you like it feels a bit.
If you don't want to be there,
So there's no
and
well
we've
wishes.
seen signs as well. Don't forget last year how pissed off was I when he signed that Real Madrid shirt last year. Remember?
After
so the
all
signs
he's
have
done
been
for you.
coming. It's not after all he's done.
After
you can't
all
relate
he's
to this.
done.
What do
Yeah?
you mean you
And I
can't
actually
relate
Has he
to
not done a
it?
lot for you?
Of course, he's done amazing things.
Man's
for
been in
Liverpool.
your
Everything
club
that is
since
to
a little
win.
But you
kid.
can't.
He's also leaving you on
But
a
you're not a
high.
Liverpool fan, so you won't get it. What we're
I got it
feeling with him.
I got it with Harry Kane.
And he didn't
What
win
do you
nothing.
But
mean?
he won F all.
Exactly, and I needed to let him go so he could be free and go and win things.
No, because you know what it is.
He's
I don't-
actually won everything.
No,
with
but
you.
what it is, Abby, is what I've
Win
learned.
more, though.
What I've learned through like this last couple of weeks is Liverpool fans. Okay, I get the tribalism. They don't see themselves as like a stepping stone to go to something bigger.
But
They
Real
don't see
Madrid is
Real
the only
Madrid-
club that does that to us.
That's what I'm saying.
And
But also, I
maybe-
think you guys feel a bit uneasy of like, well, you're winning the titles here. You're competing for champ. Like, are you actually going up a level?
That's like what
But what if
Carragher
you just
said
want
the
a
other
fresh
day,
start?
Flex. Yeah,
I
Just
agree.
something new.
I don't agree with everything Carragher says, but he made a good point. He's like, and from his point of view, you kind of have to understand where he's coming from. If you're the local lad, if you're the Scouser, if you're 2 years away from becoming the captain, you could maybe take Liverpool to 7 Champions Leagues. You could get them above Manchester United. You could be the guy that lifts the trophy. In his mind, and this is why I say Liverpool fans, because they understand the local aspect, as you all do with your clubs. But with him, it's like, why would you want anything else apart from that as a local lad? That's what,
So
that's
can I
what
ask a
everyone
question
would
then?
dream of.
So-
And he's confused as if to say, yes, I
Right,
understand the
but why
brand
can't?
thing and
So
taking
why
your
can't? So
career
why?
elsewhere.
So
but
why, as a local lad, is there not a celebration that this kid has come through and been
there
born
will-
and bred
I
in
think
Liverpool?
With hindsight, there will be a
And-
big celebration.
Well,
of
but
him,
even
though.
now, like he's come through
But it's
Liverpool
very raw
from when he
right
was
now.
7.
It's very
how old?
6.
6
Yeah.
6 years of
20 years
age.
he's
Yeah,
been there.
he's played in Liverpool's best period in the Premier League, which fans of your generation, where you go in school getting licks and banter for your whole thing, probably thought you'd never see Liverpool like this, dominating, like competing
I
for
did.
top
I
trophies.
believed.
You believe, but what I'm saying is,
believe.
years of pain. Yeah, he's been part of one of the best eras in modern history for Liverpool. He hasn't come out and like been speaking in the media or anything. He's had a good
But
season
by not
this
doing
year.
that, you've allowed the Spanish media to
No,
just
but then,
control the narrative.
no, but that's a damned if he does, damned if he
I
doesn't.
agree.
It's a lose-lose situation, I agree.
Salah has been doing little innuendo
Little
things,
jives.
posting up this little thing, but it's King Mo because he's scoring all
Did
the goals.
you see him with on the sofa the
Put
other
up
day?
with
with
Szoboszlai
Ibu,
and Trent,
Szoboszlai,
yeah.
Trent.
So what I'm saying
He's been
is,
respectful, Trent.
so just because this guy, I respect. I'm not trying to talk about my future or anything. I'm focused on my club and winning this year, putting in good performance. He only had one stinker against Dallo where we all went bloody hell. What's wrong?
That was the worst game of his
Other than that,
Liverpool career.
really, he's been good this season. So why can't his dream be, I wanted to play for Liverpool and I want to go and experience something else in the world.
And
Why
I think
can't that be
it's-
I
celebrated?
think there's ways of doing it. If you look at Suarez and Coutinho, they signed the contract 6 months before. We knew they were going to leave, right? Gerrard was talking to Suarez about stay another year, forget Arsenal, you get Barcelona, sign the new deal, so we get 75 million for him.
Who was
Spend
gonna
it
leave?
awfully, by the way.
Who was going to leave? Gerrard was going to leave, remember?
Yeah,
Chelsea.
of course. But he didn't. And look at the legendary status that he's got compared to someone
Okay,
that did
but
leave,
but
like
that's-
a
Yeah,
McCann,
but that's
someone else's
or a Michael
aspirations.
Owen.
Do you
He's
think-
won
But
everything
hang
there
on.
is to win, and he might want
I
to go
hear
and experience
that.
a new
I do
culture.
hear that.
and a
AGT,
new-
I
AGT,
hear
He's
what
not
you're
going to
saying.
another Premier League
AGT,
club.
if
But
we
they
went
are
back
still
in.
our rivals. People that saying they're not your rivals. We've lost
AGT.
2 Champions League finals to these
Well-
guys.
AGT.
We play them every year.
Listen,
Play
if
them
you-
6
Yeah,
times.
well,
Check-
because
check-
you're top
check
level
this
of
out, yeah?
competition, you're going to.
right? Jamie Carragher.
Crazy.
When Carragher was playing football, if he had been good enough, right, and he'd
Absolutely.
been at Liverpool for a long period of time. By the way,
And he'd admit that as well,
he's an Evertonian originally, right? He supported Everton, yeah, right. And
Irrelevant
Real
to the
Madrid,
conversation.
No,
go on.
That's true, innit?
I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
Is that not true? He used to be
No, he
Everton,
was,
right?
but-
Okay, right. And Real Madrid
Not
comes
anymore.
along and says to him, "All right, you've been at the club.
No one ever went in for him.
You've won things for all this time. Now we want to bring you to Real Madrid. Last sort of 5 years of your career. You think he would have
There's a
turned that
big
down?
skill level difference between Trent.
No,
and
but he's saying
the point.
you're saying
It's
that
the
what
purpose.
Carragher said. Do you think he would have turned that down? Come on,
he
right?
said in the interview he'd signed for Liverpool.
Rubbish.
But why as fans,
that's
why
him.
as fans have we got this like entitlement to be like, I'm going to map out this guy's career for him? Like I don't understand it. Like if Kobe Mainoo in 3 years or even now, listen, he's not done anywhere near what Trent's done. But say he goes on to do great things and lifted a couple Premier League titles. If he decided like for what I
He
want
needs
for
to sign
my
a new deal
career
as well.
That's what I'm saying. But if he decided, so even if it was under these circumstances, but it's not comparable because Trent's done so much, it's levels.
Trent's not comparable to any
but
other
what,
situation.
but what,
we've
but what
seen
my
at
point
Liverpool.
is,
Most
is
situations.
why as fans do we have this entitlement to map out what a player should not do? I don't
course,
understand it.
we don't.
Like I don't understand
What
why he
other
just wouldn't want to stay at
profession would you do
Liverpool
that in?
forever. Because
And-
you're not him.
and
Because
then
you're
the
not
other-
him. That's not-
the other
he's-
thing is-
he's
the other
clocked the
thing is-
level, and he's about to give you a second league.
The other thing is about it, Flex, here, right? Like, listen, none of us. If it was Saka, I'd be upset that he's leaving. If it was,
When it was Kane, of course. but
Kane, you was upset.
Saliba.
Like, right, we'd be upset, right?
He's going.
But let's be real. Also, let's also be real, yeah, right? Let Trent have had one bad season, or Saliba have one bad season, or Saka. You'll have fans saying, "You know what? Move him on, man. Bring in the next one."
They're already saying
These
he's the
guys
easiest
have
to
to-
lose out of
Hold
all
on,
of them.
last season they said we got Conor Bradley.
You
It's not that
can't
much of a
always
loss.
blame these players, right, for thinking about. They've got to think about their career as well.
But creatively,
They have to think about
what
their
he gives
career.
you- I mean, and we saw it in the Newcastle game how stiff Liverpool were on that side in terms of the balls over the top, the long diags. Quansah's probably a better defender than Trent one-on-one. Bradley's probably a better defender than Trent one-on-one. But what you can't replace is the X factor. He's got the X
Sure,
factor.
of
He can just
course.
dig you out.
But
what I was going back to my point. Coutinho signs in the December, leaves in the May. We get 142 million.
That's
we
on
reinvest
FSG.
it.
This is
100%. But we've offered him the contract and he doesn't want to sign
Yeah,
it.
because
No,
he doesn't
so
wanna
why
sign
should
it.
he?
But the
And
reason
it's
Too
a
late.
The
very-
reason
it's
you're
a very
in this
good
situation.
contract as well.
the
They've
reason
offered the
you're-
Ain't he going
contract.
Real Madrid for less money?
Yeah.
But if you don't, yeah. But if
There
you
you
don't,
go.
He wants to
but
go.
also there's a sign-on
So he's
fee.
not a money
People have
grabbing,
got
is he?
questions to ask about that. Why wouldn't you want the club to have that money instead of keeping it?
If he broke his leg tomorrow, yeah, and couldn't ever play football again, yeah, you just get discarded. You know that? Like, do you know that this thing where
I
we
wouldn't get
tune into
discarded.
it every?
It's
No,
a
like
bit
as
harsh.
what I'm saying is, it's just like,
It's
oh, it's
surplus
so
to
tragic that
requirements.
come back as a legend, like come watch the games and that. But sorry, man, leg broke, can't play ever again. Like football changes so quickly. When
Start of
you
the
speak to-
season, Flex, right?
You-
There
I
was
just don't
Arsenal
get it.
fans saying, Thomas Partey, get rid, always injured, get him out. Right? Right? Now there's fans saying, how are we letting him leave on a free?
I think there's also a thing where
when it comes to listen,
loyalty in football, mate.
there's no loyalty to them players. We have to admit
Clubs
it,
will
right?
just get rid of you at the
I
drop
don't
of
want
a
to
hat.
see my best
Players-
players go. You don't want to. None of us want to. But the reality of it is, right? And in his case, he's given good service
Absolutely.
to Liverpool.
Excellent
ain't like when some
But
of the
the
players
signs-
even that have left Arsenal,
Talking about
where
some
there's just a
little
couple of
man.
seasons and then
But
gone.
Robbie, the
And some
signs
big
of
things.
his,
Everything.
the signs that he's not really been as invested, I think, have been quite clear for a couple of years now.
Going to win the league for you, that invested.
Yeah, but I'm talking about certain body languages and reluctance
mate.
to speak. Trust me, we notice it
They've
as
got
Liverpool
forensic
fans.
body
We
language
mo-
experts.
So
We
when he
notice it.
plays, because the way
I
I'm
don't know
looking,
if he'll play again
the
for
way,
Liverpool
that's
now.
the way I'm looking at it.
He will
mate,
play
he may
again.
as well just throw the
We've
the
got
way
9
you lot are
games
treating
left
him.
and
Yeah,
he's injured.
the way Liverpool
yeah.
fans are treating him. Well, what's the point in walking back out again? What's the point?
No, because
What's the point?
no, but
You lot don't
you're going
appreciate
off
it.
the online fans, bro. The
Well,
ones
yeah,
in
what,
the
people-
stadium
yeah,
wouldn't
people
boo
say-
him. I saw one guy burning his shirt. Like, that's ridiculous.
He just needs to grow up.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not being funny. You need to actually
Listen,
look
he's
at
a
how
Liverpool
FSG
legend.
I just
let
hope
you
it's
get to this point.
a
Liverpool
vocal
legend.
minority then. Is it a vocal minority that like don't rate for
Let's
England, or is
see,
it?
because actually I don't know. I'd like to experience it in the ground and feel it. And I'm in the COP on Wednesday. If he's even in the stadium or on the bench or something, we'll feel some kind of. You know, when you're at the game, you feel it a bit.
That's
the
how you
online
treat
stuff, because it's
a player
international
like that.
break. One thing though, Sky came out and he is leaving. I'm not saying he's not, but obviously Alex Crook put his chest out and said like he's gone. And apparently both clubs and Trent are confused about the timing of it. Obviously it's international break. You need to fill up your columns and get your clicks
Gone.
and whatnot. He's definitely gone.
Well, then he's not wrong, then, is he?
But at the same time,
It
I
don't
think,
matter when he says it. Then he's saying it now,
Yeah,
and he's saying he's
but
gone.
he's
Scoop,
not
innit?
He's
said
gone.
anything though. That's
Scoop.
his whole thing. I've
what
not
would you
said anything.
prefer?
Exactly.
What would you prefer? Last season, when Klopp was leaving and he come out in Jan, it kind of derailed your season a little bit. You would rather there was all this
Yeah,
talk
it's a
over
good
January
point.
about all three of them.
Great point.
You don't want to discuss it then
Doyle
because you don't
said
want it to
earlier,
derail
yeah.
the season. So when
Klopp
do you
didn't
want
get-
him to do
Klopp
it? You
didn't
want
get
it
this
to be?
hate.
He's not allowed.
Would you rather it be in the summer after the season's
Doyle
done? and you
said-
don't
Just
get a
before they get on the
send-off?
plane to go
Doyle said start
pre-season.
the
That's
season.
when they
What do
want him to
they
say it.
Doyle said start.
No,
the
but
season.
hold on, wait a minute. How
Why
come?
would you do it at the start of next season?
No,
Abby.
start of the one we're in.
You
now.
should have said this is my last season.
Come
But there's no
on.
way to
Come
win,
on.
Abby.
Yeah, but
There's no
Abby,
right or
Abby,
wrong
Abby.
way.
Go.
If you say it halfway,
Abby,
it can derail it. If you
Klopp
say it at
didn't
the
get
end,
this
you
hate when he left.
Absolutely, Klopp
No, he didn't get any hate. He didn't get
So
any
why
hate.
is Trent getting a hate
Because
then?
you just
for
we said
doing
we
the
said
same
it on
thing?
the show on Thursday. Just
No,
because you're
'cause he's
born
not
in Liverpool
spoken
He
yet.
left
does
them
not
man to
mean
go
you have
Red
to-
Bull.
spoken yet.
Why is
Well,
he?
he's dying Liverpool.
He's downgrading. He's got Red Bull caps on and that, but he's wicked.
Can I ask you this though? I'd
That's
like
why
to
is that
actually.
That's a perfect super chat. That's from Jorge. He said he's a football player, mate, not your girlfriend. And that is a good super chat.
Big up to him.